guys, Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this wonderful Wednesday. Life's good, campers. Life is good. This is another one. I had a wonderful practice session this morning. I had things to do. I just got back from a bike ride. Glorious, glorious weather for a bike ride. So here I am. And let's see what we got. But you saw the thumbnail. Mel Broiles could play it. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. That Floyd Worley extravaganza. He could play it. Let me explain. In the meantime, let's see what we got, and we'll take it from there. Broke out the pick yesterday. Let's see if we can keep it going. Anyway, hellacious E's above double C. Actually one. The first one I didn't quite get up to it. The second one popped right out. And a little tartini. Haven't done that in months, years. There's no rhyme or reason to what I play. It really isn't. Anyway, before we get going, as you can see, my cell phone had an altercation with my car door, and the car door won. Yeah, like 30 seconds in the first round, it was a knockout. One punch. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you this is my contact information is there. Now, I have all your emails. That's in my laptop and all that sort of stuff. The texting stuff got lost. Okay? Now, I'm going to ask you all a favor. Anybody that has ever communicated with me for the last 8 years via text, please just shoot me a text and I'll put it in my new phone. The iPhone 14. All right? It's just nonsense. And if you text me, I will get it, and I will be the one to put it in my contact info. Okay? You don't have to have a message. There you go, Ralph. That's all I need. All right? With that said, and I want to do this now because I was inundated the last couple days with emails from people loving that doc version of Floyd Worley and tossing out names for people that could play it. And guys, not everybody can play it. Now let me explain before we start, because some of you got the wrong idea. I am not knocking anybody in any way, shape, or form that cannot play that beast, for lack of a better term, that monstrosity called the Floyd Worley Concerto. What I am doing is just absolutely hero worshiping maybe the most unbelievable technical trumpet playing I've ever heard in my life. It's just extraordinary. And for me to say, well, he can't play it, guys, I am not denigrating anybody. It's just that this particular piece requires a specific type of technique in playing that is very, very rare. Okay? The fact, you guys know how I feel about Maynard. I mean, he changed all of our lives, let's face it. Whether you're the most hardcore orchestral player, you didn't go, I mean, but he couldn't play that piece and do justice to it. Okay? So let me throw out another couple names. Some I agree with, some I don't. Okay? First of all, you saw the thumbnail. Mel could play anything. And Mel, I can honestly say, some of the names we're going to say could get through it and do a good job on it. But Mel is the only, Mel and Maurice and Vizzuti are the only ones that I feel could play it, match Doc's level of virtuosity on that piece. Okay? A lot of you guys said Doc Schutzer, and I agree Doc Schutzer probably could, in his prime, probably could play it. The only reservation I have about Doc Schutzer, and I'm saying I know he can play it, had the chops, had the technique, whether he would decide to push the envelope outside his comfort zone of his genre that he played in, that was not his cup of tea. Okay? And that is the only reservation I have about Doc Schutzer and him playing that. A lot of you guys like James Morrison. And as I said in the video, guys, James Morrison, and I've done dozens of videos, I think he's one of the most talented people on the planet. No question about it. He's got the chops. And I mean, his musical talent is sublime. Okay? Now, the only reason why I am not putting him in that, I don't know if he has the classical chops to make technique, to make that sound like Doc. I know he's got technique, like Faddis. I know he's got that technique, okay? The only thing I am comparing to, I heard him once try to take the leap into classical playing with a piccolo solo, and guys, as wonderful, extraordinary as it was, it did not have that classical feel to it. It was obviously just a jazzer playing the piccolo. So that is the only reason. I guarantee you he could play the notes and get through it. But to make it sound as perfect as Doc did, and Mel could, and Vizzuti could, and Maurice could, I'm not quite putting him in there. And again, I am not in any way, shape, or form knocking James Morrison. One guy said Al Hirt. Al Hirt had a high F, and then it stopped. I'm pretty sure there was an F sharp and a G in there. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? For the sake of two notes, could he play it? Yes, but it would not be as clean as Doc. He had the classical technique. Yep, he went to the Cincinnati Conservatory and all the multiple tonguing and all that sort of stuff, but it would not be as clean, and for the sake of a little bit of upper register, several of you said Rafael Mendez. Now, hear me out. Mendez elicits the guys that like Mendez just are adamant about it. Guys, and wonderful. Listen, I am not knocking Mendez. Lord knows he has the technique. Lord knows he has the technique. Okay? And the beauty of sound and all that, I get it. The notes pop. Gotcha. He didn't have the upper register that Doc did. He just didn't. Again, that's not knocking him at all. I've done dozens of videos. Don't troll me. Go back and watch my videos. I am not knocking Magnificent Mendez. I know that was 3 years ago. That was the name of it. Extraordinary what he did. Okay? Herseth, I don't think had the upper register. Possibly. He had the classical chops for it. I'm not sure if he had the upper register. Mel had it. Mel could do it. Mel's right in there with Maurice, Vizzuti, Doc, and Mel. That's rarefied air, man. And listen, I'm not knocking it. I can't play it. I have the upper register for it. I have the classical technique for it. I'm not playing that thing. I'm not going near that sucker. Not me, bud. You win. Yep, you win. I can't play it. There are a couple other ones. more obscure players that if you didn't really know the names and go back and check out the playing, I don't know anybody else that can. I really don't. So, congratulations to Floyd Worley. You got you accomplished what you set out to do. You created a monster that probably only Doc Severinsen and a few more in the entire world can play. And that was obviously what you were set out to do. So bravo, you did it. And to the rest of us mere mortals, and some that aren't mere mortals, that are mortals, Maynard, Harry James, Horst Fisher. All right? All right. Any more comments? Let me have it. But that's how I feel. Okay, we'll be on to something else tomorrow. Love you all.